Welcome to the Slaughterhouse. Perfect!
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the members live stream. Special guest Scuba Pete is in the house. We've got the handsome Hans Chow and the elegant thumb kissing Gaz. How are we, guys?
Greetings.
Hello, everybody.
Good day.
We almost had Space Commander, but he had a signal issue. I think he'll be back and in greater numbers. We'll take a quick hello to the guests or into the chat. Happy Accident gives us the AOK. We've got Kal-El48.
Hey, Kal-El.
I was going to say hashtag, but it's in brackets Stephen M. Hello. This legend says good morning from Australia.
I know that guy.
Dale. Hello, everybody. Hello, Dale. Ryan, what's up, fam? Channel member Ryan.
What's up,
He's
Ryan?
in trouble with the wife for going live too many times, so he can't go live again. Mrs. Scuba Pete.
Uh-oh.
Hello, everybody.
Gotta be
Okay, everyone. There's a lady in the house, so mind your manners. Channel member Blewz is in the house. How are you, mate?
Blewz.
Wasabi from Spine Ticks. G'day. Is another thumb kisser. Gaz. Hans Chow. Joe Recondo. Present. Hello, Slaughterhouse community. Joe Recondo is a channel member. You can join us if you want. In the community tab, there should be a link for you to join us. G-Force Racing 20.
G-Force.
Hello, all. Dale, how are you, buddy? Toykennections can out and about with tuning when I can. Good stuff, buddy. And we also have the Canuck. I made it. And he gets a hail brother to Scuba Pete.
Hail, dude. Good to see
And
you.
Ratface James, aka
James.
Ratface 44. I just found this channel and it's very good. I highly recommend it. I'll see if I can do it again. If you haven't already, check out Chasing 80s Toys. I'll just throw the link in the chat. If you haven't already subscribed to Chasing 80s Toys, which I'm sure, if not most, all of you already have, but check it out. It is great. It is highly recommended viewing. Some of the best stuff on the internet right now is coming out of Chasing 80s. One of my favorite Scuba Pete was the if I could call you Scuba Pete, either way.
Scuba's good.
One of my favorite videos from we got Space Commander coming back in. Space Commander
Satellites linked up.
Can you hear me this
Ground
time?
control.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
I can hear you the first time.
Oh, right, okay.
No, just kidding. I can hear you.
I can hear you guys.
Good to see you, channel member Space Commander.
He's in full force.
Yes.
Hey,
So this is
I'm
our-
wearing my SAS.
Nice.
I've got my Space Force on. I'm not wearing the full uniform yet because it's still hot as hell up here.
Solar
we won't judge
flares.
you for it. Yeah, you've got the badge, you've got the shirt. What more do you need? The underoos.
Mom's ain't the kind of place to raise your kids, man.
Great song, that though. So this is our members stream. We do this either the back end of the month or the front end of the month, depending on where the weekend sits. This time the weekend sits at the front of the month, September 4th. It's actually Father's Day here in Australia and some other parts of the world, I'm sure. But yeah, we celebrate Father's Day here. We don't like to share with the guys from the UK. Actually, is it Father's Day in the UK, Space Commander, or not?
If it is, then I'm really late with the card. I think it was earlier in the year. I think so. Mrs. Space Commander's in charge of all that stuff.
This is Space Commander. Sounds like our house.
Get done, you know.
Yeah. You don't have to remember everything as long as you've got somebody who can remind you, right?
Yeah.
So thank you, Ryan, for the $10 super chat saying the Joe Fest Beer Fund done. I'll make sure first round's on me. And then, yes, Joe Fest Whiskey and Cigar Fund. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Does
Canuck
anyone here
knows what's
smoke
up.
cigars? Smoke a cigar? Who here? Yeah. Well, I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm not cool. and I don't I don't recommend it either. But I tried it once in high school, and I did not walk away feeling very cool at all. And but so I never went back. But a cigar every now and again, I will afford myself a cigar.
Oh yeah.
On a special occasion. I reckon Joe Fest might just be that occasion. Not around my toys though.
No.
Here's a glimpse into the mind of Space Commander. All right. A couple of nights ago, I mean, I've never smoked, right? It never seemed like a good idea to put a smouldering object in my mouth.
Right. Well, you're supposed to put the other end in. Yeah.
I had this strange dream that suddenly someone was offering me cigarettes, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll smoke. And so I took one, lit it, put it in my mouth, and whoever this, I can't remember who it was, because you know how dreams are strange like that, was still holding the packet out, offering me a cigarette. So I said, okay, and I took another one, and I had 2 cigarettes at the same time.
You're doing like the Austin Powers Fembot.
And then I took 2 more for later. I've never smoked in my life.
Well, you just do them all at once, a lifetime worth of cigarettes in one sitting. I don't recommend it, kids. Don't smoke. It's bad for your health.
That's right.
Although, so is beer.
A nice whiskey and a cigar. Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's all bad for your health. I mean, in moderation, right?
In moderation.
Everything in moderation.
Including moderation.
Cuban cigars. I don't think I've ever had a proper Cuban cigar. Oh, Sonny's in the house. How are you, Sonny? Sonny is a new Patreon member.
Hey, Sonny.
Thanks, bud. Some a lot of fresh faces popping into the chat these days. It's good to see.
Sonny's recently added to your country. He's in Oz now.
Yeah. Whereabouts in Australia are you, Sonny? If you mentioned it, I can't quite remember it at this wee hour of 7 a.m. But if you're nearby, we could catch up for a beer. If you're not, we can still figure it out. Yeah. So, Scuba Pete, one of my favorite videos from Iconicon was your... Oh, he's in Perth. I've got family in Perth. That's all the way on the other side of Australia where you want to keep your family, right? Amen. All right, so one of my favorite... I get distracted very easily. One of my favorite Iconicon videos was your... actually, you know what? I'll just show the picture. Oh, look at that.
Look at that fat head. He's a huge nolan.
Look at that handsome devil. And look at that display. First of all, I can see Sarge right there, so that's already a plus. Adam Guy 2003 is here. Hello, buddy. I loved this. I loved every bit of this. Was exceptional viewing.
It's a labor of love.
So tell us how you got the idea to put something like this together.
Originally, I had seen it on multiple YouTube channels. Mercy, Retro Blasting. I think Joburg was the first. When I was just searching, and those videos came up, and I kind of had my mind blown. And those were single story, and I'm like, hey, Will. If I was going to do it, I was going to do it even bigger, even more ridiculous. So I made it even taller. I wanted big hanger space. And then once I figured out that's definitely the route I was going, then I started hitting eBay and Macari, just squirreling away cheap flag parts, like somebody sell a staircase, for $9. And maybe you go in their profile and look and see if they got any other flag stuff or any other G.I. Joe related parts. I know I've got tons of Defiant control panels and such that I picked up for really cheap, or Terradrome controls. Those were all in there, and then I kind of just modified them and fit them in, because that was kind of my MO. I was like, if I'm going to put stuff in here, I still want it to be G.I. Joe if I can help. There's a few Kenner nods in there, but for the most part, it's like 99% Joe.
Well, it's an impressive collection. The whole room. I mean, I'm only looking at one wall, maybe the corner of a second, but you can tell that you've put a lot of love into this collection. What I thought was great about the flag display was that you've got little narrative happening, particularly with Shipwreck. I couldn't decide whether Shipwreck just seems to be here, there, and everywhere, but doing nothing at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah, he is literally everywhere throughout the flag, but doing absolutely nothing wherever he is. He's just useless.
Doing something. He's running from responsibility.
Right. Yeah. My favorite's him sitting on his bunk eating a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pizza. Because it's scaled right, and he's just sitting on his bunk eating a pizza. While there's a battle up top raging.
Will says Scuba Pete's video is my absolute favorite Iconicon video. When I grow up, I want to be a Scuba Pete. Don't we all want to be a Scuba Pete?
Thank you, Will.
Joe Recondo says, Scuba Pete, I saw your ship the Defiant video 3-parter and loved it.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that is... I had met Jeff Barker through Retro Blasting and Retro Blasting Patreon, and we were chatting and hanging out on a live stream, and he was restoring... it's right here as I gesture. A Defiant that he had
pick it up.
up.
No, just kidding. Don't do that.
I can do it. Hold on. We can do this. We have the technology.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh. So Jeff had it.
Table?
Do what?
It's your bedside table with your lamp and everything. Commandeered the entire room.
Oh yeah, got the tiki lamp there. Yeah, it's getting out of hand downstairs in the living room. But
you can say, "See, honey, I've got family photos out. It's not just toys."
Right? Yeah. All the things I love, my girls, the Defiant. But Jeff was in the chat. Yeah, Triple T. And Jeff was in the chat one time, and he goes, we were talking Holy Grails. I think that was the subject. And so everybody was throwing in, what their grails were. And I'm like, I think it'd be cool to have a Defiant, being a child of the 80s and loving the shuttle missions and going to Cape Kennedy and seeing all that, why not? And he was like, you need to buy mine. And I was like, all right, let's talk after this. And so then we started hanging out, video chat. And one night about 1 a.m., we struck a deal for the Defiant. And I was already doing videos with Chris for Chasing 80s Toys. And we decided, well, we should document this. Like, why not make it into something? Because who's silly enough or dumb enough to ship a Defiant in all its fragileness across the United States? Because Jeff's in Idaho and I'm in the Midwest. So, who's stupid enough to do that? And it's like, the answer, us.
But Mrs. Scuba Pete says the downstairs is his room. They Gone is also here. Hello, They Gone, and hello, JLS Comics. But Mrs. Scuba Pete, I think if Iconicon taught me anything, it's at how incredibly popular Mrs. Scuba Pete is.
She is. She's like everywhere. I mean, we had just walked onto the sales floor on Saturday and met a few friends like John Baldry. He was like right there. Hey, which I knew him because he's not far away from me. And we started talking, and but like Leslie and Tony from Analog and Michael French, they're all just like they're having their own conversation, which was great. I mean, she collects too. She's a big Yoda fan, so I mean, she can roll with all of us.
Good stuff.
Yeah, but I think usually
Tony
she's laughing at me.
I think Tony said that he'd steal Mrs. Scuba Pete at one point during the festivities.
Yep.
Morning, Brendan, Haley. Morning, ladies.
Brendan?
Some famous faces in the crowd, I see. Well, Brendan, you're a Renegade member, so you can join us. There should be a link in Patreon if you want to come and join us. Dr. Scuba just had an entire Eternia shipped. Ooh, he's shipping world.
He's not wrong.
Hang on,
There it is.
Hang on a minute.
What?
Oh my!
Yeah,
gorgeous.
It arrived just a few days ago, and so I'm in the process of videoing that for a future channel.
Wow, we got the sneak peek.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
That looks
it is
gorgeous.
So big. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. So how's the condition?
You know what? It's in really good shape. It's missing one flat stone ramp that connects from the main turret down to the Gray Skull turret. But I was just talking to John Baldry before I hopped on, and of course he has it in his shed. John has a magic shed full of toy parts, and I said, by chance you don't happen to have this, and can I purchase it? And he was like, yes, I have it. And literally 2 minutes later, he's like, swing, you know. And,
yeah.
Yeah, we're going to.
I made that same sound effect a little bit lower down and not quite as impressive. So I've only ever seen the playset once, and it was, I think, late last year or early this year was the first time I'd ever seen one in person. So they're not very common here where I am. But I think I only realized it was even a thing a couple of years ago. So I do think it's an impressive set. I do know that Mattel are bringing out a new version of it, which I got to decide if I'm going to bite the bullet on that. I got Castle Grayskull.
Just for the box art alone, I will.
I think it was genius. I think it was genius that they picked to do the Eternia playset before they do the Snake Mountain, because a lot of people already have Snake Mountain, right? Or they have easy access to a Snake Mountain, but Eternia is a harder set to get. So getting collectors a chance to get that set, even if it's a new version of it, good stuff, great stuff.
Oh, I think it's going to be fantastic, and it's it's kind of still there's this drum roll going because we don't know what the price point is, and everybody's conjecturing, and it's. I mean, if Castle Grayskull is any indication, I mean, $75 US is what Grayskull was going for originally. I'm like, Eternia, I don't know, 300.
Well, Hans gave us a 6.
Higher? You think higher? You think 6? Ooh,
I have a story to actually tell you about that Eternia Grey set. It's a short story, and it's a good one though. I saw a complete Eternia set, and the guy who owned it had put it out for a toy show. Well, not a toy show, a comic convention they were having down here, and they were moving it. And as they were moving it, the monorail snapped in half.
Oh, yeah. I've got the track. I mean, like the couch over here is full of all the parts for it. But yeah, that monorail track, I'm pretty sure it's made of glass. Because there's a few that were broken. I knew they were broken coming from Jet. They didn't break in shipping. Literally everything shipped A-OK. And then I've also been, again, just like kind of the flag, I've been squirreling away Eternia parts. And so I stumbled upon some rails for really cheap. And I snarfed those up like a year ago. And they've just been sitting in a box. So I just got that box out of storage today because I'm like, okay, it's time to do this. But I was looking last night and I saw that for $100 you can get a repro set of rails.
Okay. Well, I mean,
and I'm like, that's
tough,
not too shabby.
If it's tougher, then it might be worth it.
It's an investment to complete the look of the set. So, that's not too bad.
And then Michael French brought up a great point. We were chatting and he was saying, hey, if they do Eternia in the Origins line, exactly like what sits behind me, hey, how about all those spare parts people need? You can purchase a Mattel Origins Eternia and complete an original that you might have for a fraction of the cost, rather than, because if you go surf eBay prices on Eternia parts, it's like, oh, I need to go donate a kidney.
Or steal someone else's.
Go Recondo, if you should have the link to join us. So by all means, you don't have to sit quietly and you don't have to behave.
No.
Go nuts. Do join us though. You should have the link. So go nuts, my friend.
You can join us.
So we've got here saying,
Sorry, I was thinking you can join us as long as your technology is above Atari 2600 level as mine is.
Well, yeah. We don't judge you for it, Space Commander.
My whole space station is running on an old ET Atari cartridge. That's what.
Oh, God. And it's still covered in the dust and dirt.
You've been promised updates for decades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not happening. Can't get the funding.
I think just to own one of those cartridges now seems like a rite of passage for Atari owners, because nobody wanted it, and now it's like, yes, I got to get me one. So as far as the pricing goes for the Eternia, Scuba's opened 3. Hans is saying 6, and so we've got a middle ground here by Stephen going, could be 4 to 5. You never know. So yeah,
I think the Snake Mountain for Mega Constructs is running $450. Anyway, a Mega Construction for $450, and then they put out a big one for less. Nah, that's gonna be $600. Not that I mind. I'm still gonna ball out and get Snake Mountain. So whatever.
those what are they called again? The
Mega Constructs.
Yeah, they do a good job.
They do. So cool, and they're small, so I could put them all on the shelf and have space for tea. It's ridiculous.
So what do we got? Sonny says, I'd like to see an Origin slime pit.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, it wasn't released in Germany. Okay. I don't know if it was released here. I don't remember ever seeing it, but I know of it. But yeah, the Origin slime pit. Okay, yeah, I'll be down with that.
That would be cool.
Another good video from Chasing 80s was the Skeletor cosplay video. You know, started off as I swear to God, he is just Skeletor. That was a great video too.
Right.
You guys have got a really great channel, and I'm
Chris
hoping
does
that
amazing.
Yeah, Chris. We had him on the show not so long ago. You guys are like how did you guys even find each other?
Well, originally, Chris and I found each other through Mercy's channel, and we became friends that way. And then when Jeff and I started doing the Defiant, and Jeff's like, we should document this. I was like, hold that thought. And then we brought Chris into the mix. And that's when Chris, in fairly short order, he said, hey, I got a proposal for you guys. We were video chatting, and he's like, what if we make Chasing 80s our channel? It's not just my channel. Let's the 3 of us do this. Pete, you're already doing toy hunt content, etc. Let's do the 3 of us. And it was like, I think this is a great idea. And then Jeff and I, we were like, just so we're perfectly clear, so we can remain total idiotic schmoes and just do raw video. And then Chris, you have to do all the hard work and the edit and make everything look good. And he's like, yep. And we're like, we're in.
Deal. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Because he makes us look so good. I mean, we're for those early videos where we would send them raw footage, we would just we were smart enough to use WeTransfer. We found that out really rapidly so that you kept the quality of the video. But we were just total doofuses and sending them just like all these different videos in no order, no label, just here's an email with video, and he's like, guys, you need to label these because it makes it so much easier if you're like, even if it's video 1, 2, 3, 4, at least I know what order. Otherwise, I'm like, digging for days. So we're like, yes, sir.
I need someone to make me look good. Then I need an editor. But I'm happy to just bumble around looking like an idiot too. Speaking of someone who's a lot smarter than I am, no way near an idiot, Joe Recondo has joined us.
Hey, Joe.
Yo, Joe.
I'm just going to bring Joe up on full screen for a second so I can see some of the collection.
Right. I tried to put the camera, but it doesn't tilt.
That's all right.
I was going to do this.
There was a
we
moray.
We can just tilt out.
Like moray.
There's mostly G.I. Joe. But
And a flag deck packed.
yeah, it's under construction right now. I'm redoing the back half here. But
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
there's just stuff.
He has a toy store under his house.
Wow.
Dang.
Is that Action Fleet I'm seeing up at the top there? The Boba Fett. Right above you. No. To your left. Right above your head. Right above your head. On the thing.
Getting warmer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Yeah,
Those
that's
are
cool.
new right now. I've just been seeing them in the store.
Ah.
I think
I saw the Millennium Falcon last week, and I'm like,
And then these are Hot Wheels. These are out. These are new.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
that
cool.
looks good.
Does it say Slave 1 on the box?
No, it does not.
Ruined it.
Ruined.
Boba Fett super fast spaceship thingy
The word slave is apparently
by
a no.
Hasbro.
Disney burn in hell.
I can't even say slave drive anymore. I have to say, legally indentured drive. It's ridiculous.
Boba Fett
Classifieds in the house just says amazing display. You get a nice from They Gone. Yeah, good stuff. Chris, best cosplay is Doctor Strange. It's actually an impersonation. Look, I think that he just has that chameleon ability to absorb and project whatever it is that he's trying to mimic.
Yep.
Right? He's the
Jack
faker.
Sparrow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Jack Sparrow. That's right. He's like Faker, but from He-Man, but for literally everything. Oh, we lost that buddy. We lost Joe Recondo. He'll be back.
I like his Mandalorian. His Mandalorian looks cool.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back again.
He does a.
There he is. Where'd you go?
I hit a button.
Don't hit the button.
Whatever you do,
We
don't
know
hit
not
that
to hit
button.
that button.
Yeah, I'm not computer savvy at all.
Space Commander's deck is basically all the buttons you can't touch.
Yes, that's about it. Every surface is a self-destruct button.
No touch stickers everywhere.
Do not touch.
Pop into the stream and then pop out again, and then maybe pop back in a little while later. Plug something else in, press another button, pop out again, pop back in again.
See you, Ryan.
Take care, Ryan.
See you,
See you,
Ryan.
Ryan. Thanks for hanging out with us, buddy. Stephen apparently had to reboot the PC. He pressed the wrong button too. Nobody touch any of the buttons.
You have 47 updates.
Oh god, I had to go live on Analog Toys for a Transformers discussion, and my computer started to auto update right before I had to go live, and it was like the slowest update. It was right down to the wire. It was crazy.
Oh no.
Oh, what were you showing there, Joe? You moved a box. Let's see it.
Oh, it didn't want it to fall over.
Ah,
Oh,
so great. I
that
like
is
box art like that.
Gorgeous.
It is open, sealed content.
Yeah, pour it all out. Tip it
Where
out.
do you find
Show
that?
us everything. No, just kidding. Don't do that.
I've been saving this. Supposedly, this is Brian Rudak's favorite vehicle he designed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was hoping to get a chance to meet him soon and have him sign it for me.
Oh,
Hell
epic.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought it. I didn't realize I was talking to Ron's wife. He was taking a break off the floor, and so we
Yeah.
had a nice conversation. But after the fact, I was like, "Oh man!" And then I'm like, "Why didn't I bring my hydrofoil to this? Like, I should have paid attention more to who was going to be there as guests, and being able to
you'll
sign
get
and
the
autograph
next
stuff."
year.
And I'm like, "Oh yeah, next year I'm totally bringing my hydrofoil so I can here, just sign the side of it."
Yeah, sign this piece of paper and I'll sticky tape it to it. Woodman 29's in the house. Hello, guys.
Howdy, buddy.
They gone.
They
I
gone.
love the smalls.
Sup?
They gone loves the smalls. Apparently, that's what she said. Oh, he's got a boxed piranha. Okay, that's good.
Nice.
He loves the smalls. Good job.
Piranha is a hard word to spell. I remember I'm an English teacher, and one of my students walked up to me and asked me to help spell that word, and I was like, P-I-R.
Can I buy a vowel?
Yeah, quick Google.
There it is.
Yeah. Is it? That's close enough for me. I don't know how. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even hazard a go. Hans, Joe, we're just talking. Go,
funny
Pete.
piranha story, if you let me. So
Yeah.
it was like my third night working second shift at the aquarium back in the day. And so we're doing rounds behind all the exhibits. And on the floor was a big, like plate-sized piranha that had jumped out of its exhibit and was flopping, in the well, it was rather dark. So luckily I found a net because I'm not going to scoop him up by hand and then found his tank and put him back in there. But yeah,
I've seen enough horror movies to know that you don't go near a piranha. Yeah.
Never pick it up.
It's never.
Lago's in the house.
You just prevented him from evolving. He was trying to walk. That's how it all started.
He was a fair distance from his exhibit. I'll give him that.
You set him back a couple centuries of evolution. Poor guy.
That sounds like a sci-fi asylum movie.
Yeah.
That's the start. That's the start of a horror movie. He goes to pick up a piranha that's mysteriously out and far away from his tank. But it survived. It went on to live.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll
They're rather bulletproof.
Sorry for being clueless, but is the hydrofoil buoyant?
Yes,
that's a $5 word.
It eventually will sink, but yes, it's pretty much point.
Okay, so eventually it'll sink.
I think there's a fantastic video by, I cannot remember who, where he motorized his moray.
Oh,
is it the same guy that motorized the
Marauder? No, it's a different guy.
Okay.
It's Joe Figures Action Robot Punch. Action Robot Punch.
Right, I know the channel. Yeah.
That was very dramatic.
It felt like Professor X for a bit there.
Actually, that would be pretty epic, having a motorized hydrofoil.
Go look at the video. Action Robot Punch. Fantastic video of him.
I'm checking it out after this.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Mauler Joe. Mauler Joe. My bag.
Yeah, Mauler Joe.
I would love to take Hans Chow to a trivia night at the pub and just watch his process as he tries to figure out the answers and just blurts them all out in excitement for everyone else to hear.
Yeah. We just sip beers. Watch them. Can we get another round?
I'd be terrible at Jeopardy.
What's wrong with your friend? Oh, he's channeling his inner self.
Just sitting there. What is the capital of Mongolia?
It's like monkey magic when he's in pain. Yeah. All right. Did you see that? That might be a deep cut. All right. Did you see the G.I. Joe Berg floater flag? Yeah, I did. That was crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't only put it in his pool, but he put it in the ocean.
Yeah, he took it to that tidal area. Oh.
Yeah.
Question is, Scuba, are you going to do that?
Yeah.
No.
Tell us.
It is on rollers, so I can surf it.
Well, let's take a little look at it.
This is to Steve, who's sick right now. Hope he
If
gets
you'll
his
indulge me, Pete, I'll see if I can find some. There's let me know if you can see it. Oh, how good does that look?
It's great.
Tell me you've seen what I'm. Okay, I'm back here. So you've got a whole story happening here.
Yep.
It looks what's in the top there. Tiger Force Frostbite looks like he's about to go over the edge, but
he's yelling down.
Is he? Is that safe?
Yeah.
Was that the mass device pieces?
Yeah.
And then we've got the other end of that. You got a bit of a battle happening.
Yes, Cobra's invading on the deck there. Major Blood's leading a charge, but everybody's responding. And then there's a mix of Black Major figures and original Joes, but
I see some Street Fighter happening there too.
Yeah, there's some cool Street Fighter Joes and Sergeant Slaughter's in there, like bench pressing a Cobra. Yeah, which is pretty awesome.
Where's he at?
Back it up.
Hey, cross country laying down on the left there. Is he fixing? Oh, he's on the. He's on the.
He's on the stretcher.
Yeah, I see.
He's out of commission.
Where's Sarge? Oh, there he is. There's Sarge.
There he is.
You got to see that red chrome robot looks really cool.
Yeah, that's a Black Major creation.
There's some action force in the background there. The Space Commander will be keen to see.
Yeah, I'm checking it out.
What figure's that blue one in front of the moccasin?
Oh, that is a Black Major Cobra eel because
nice.
I got to have as many divers around the house as possible. So yeah, he came out with those in a lot of different colors. So I'm like, I'm in. So I scarf those up along with just my.
Does he have that like cool that cool like Cobra emblem on the chest? I have one that has like this really cool looking Cobra emblem on the chest.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Mine's got the Red Shadows logo.
Yes, that's
I like
the
that.
main hanger there. And Leslie used her Cricut and cut me some vinyl.
Oh, I see Shockwave. Woo!
Yeah, that's cool. And then
and so I wanted like a fuel tank. So that yellow fuel tank there is actually from a Kenner 1960s before Star Wars contract happened. They made where you could like build a skyscraper, so it had some mechanical systems with it, and I found that just surfing. So yeah,
oh neat.
Yeah, that is
Kenner
cool.
nod.
I'm trying to. I haven't found Shipwreck yet. So you got a couple of decks.
You will very soon. If you play that, you'll see.
There he is.
Yep, there he is.
Eating the pizza. That's so good. and he's looking out there like, oh shit, busted.
Yeah. What?
There's like a battle going on deck, and I could hear him like in his head,
Yeah, all hands on deck, and he's like, I just got a pizza.
He's eating a pizza, and what was that?
Leave the fighting to the fighters and leave the sailing to the sailor, says I.
Hardball's taking a nap.
He's going to get pizza grease all over him.
Leave the fighting to the fighters and let the baseball players play baseball. So,
These two guys have got their priorities straight, haven't they?
Exactly.
Yeah. That is a Marauder bunk, yeah?
Yeah. Yep, that is a Marauder bunk. Have several of those sprinkled throughout.
I like that you've kept the elastic around them to keep the rollers, the bed rollers.
Is that a sound system?
Yes, it is. A ghetto blaster.
So they are listening to music while eating pizza and napping. Maybe they didn't hear the alarm,
Shipwreck.
Yep.
I imagine Hardball is actually meant to be on a break, and Shipwreck's just followed.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Hardball's earned it.
So we've got. Oh, here we are. Hang on. Well, first of all, that's epic.
Yep.
A little bit of Sarge still there. Nice. If there's going to be a little bit of Sarge, I'll find it. Speaking of Sarge, there he is.
Ta-da!
So Sarge. What is happening here? Because you've got, is that, excuse my ignorance, but that's Buddha, right?
Yeah, Golden Buddha from the 12-inch G.I. Joe Adventure Team line. And I thought that scaled really well. Like, it's another mission that Joes were on. And so they're unloading it from the whale. And so I've got like overhead hoists. And I found that little net, kind of a 3 3/4 scale net. But yeah, trying to really show off the fact that that is a double deck and can have a lot going on. Yep.
Now, this is a hot take, but I reckon the whale is less superior. Still superior, but less superior to the Warthog. Oh, I love the Warthog.
The Warthog is awesome.
Morning all, currently in Hardball's position. Well, get on camera, Phil. You're also a member. I mean, put some pants on, but okay, that sounds weird. But...
At least a shirt.
I don't know though. I think the Will is better than the Warthog. Sorry.
Well, that's fine. You're allowed to be wrong every now and again, guys.
But I think Chuckles is debating whether he should pick up that missile and join the fight upstairs, don't you?
Yeah, he'll pick it up and throw it by hand. Yeah. So I
love
always wondered. Go, Pete.
Oh, I love Chuckles. I have lots of them because of that cool Hawaiian shirt. And
Right.
one of my favorite easy customs is a vacation Flint. So it's Flint except for Chuckles Hawaiian shirt. So, and I have taken vacation Flint on vacation with me before.
Oh, nice.
We went fishing down in the Florida Keys, and I made sure to stuff
cool.
Flint in my pocket and just kind of take some candid photos here and there. It was pretty hilarious.
I'm also seeing
Chuckles-
one third of the Renegades dead center there.
Yeah. The rest.
Yep.
Where are the rest of them? We'll find them. But Chuckles for me was my Casual Fridays Duke. I couldn't find Duke where I was, so I got Chuckles and made him Duke.
Nice.
Do you think?
There you go.
With Shipwreck, because he has Polly, do you reckon when he sees Spirit and Freedom, he's like, "Ah, man, I can't believe we fight for this bird." And how much trouble?
Yeah.
How much trouble is this eagle getting into if we've got to fight for freedom wherever there's trouble? What about we fight for Polly? Fight for Polly.
Or that episode where Polly gets to be ginormous,
Oh,
Yeah, see,
It's
people
like, oh,
say
no.
that the movie was the most ridiculous thing, and yet we had giant Polly before that, and those giant bear creatures. What were they called? The
the
Fuzzies.
fatal fuzzies.
Fatal Fuzzies.
yeah, fatal.
Oh
Fuzzies,
yeah, fatal
Oh, those
fuzzies.
are
Yeah,
fatal fluffies, right? Fatal fluffies.
Fluffy.
Oh, whatever they are.
It's a
They were
fluffy-
fatal.
Fuzzy. Oops.
All right, so
that's kind of more of a. That's still midship.
I'll play a little bit because you can see the lighting that you've done here to show the ocean. Oh, gorgeous! Oh, oh, that's great.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's a custom Cobra sub that I made from a Sentinel 1. And what's even more hilarious is to get that shot for the video. Leslie, God love her, she is laying on the floor in front of me. And what you don't hear is me going, "Okay, go." And then she's like, trying, and I'm like, no, cut. I'm like, you can't just shove it up. Like, you got to have it like it's surfacing. And she's like, "You want to get down here?" And I'm like, "No, I have to film it." And she's like, "My arms are only so tall, so long." And I'm like, "Well, you need to extend them as far as possible." And she's like, "Okay, fine, go." And so we shoot it again. And the next time you can see her hands like gripping the sub. And I'm like, cut. I can see her. And she was like, "You got like one more shot to get this right."
That okay, fine. I think I've heard that out of every woman I know at least once. Okay, fine. Oh, geez. There we go.
And you were like, "Oh."
Uh-oh.
is my mic working? I had a
Yep.
connectivity issue. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
I had to unplug and replug. I never thought that I'd hear Scuba Pete say you can't just shove it in. I know she loves me when she plays with my son. What have I missed? That is true.
It is
love.
true love. Yep.
Pete, you are the best. Yeah.
That's
Pete's
love
flag
my
video
son.
was awesome. Love seeing the moon.
Oh yeah, the moon pool. That's one of my favorites on the flag because I had to have I wanted a diver lockout chamber, for operations, and so that aft section of the flag. I'm like, we got to have some cool stuff going on. So I have a lab above the moon pool section, and then got plenty of divers in there. Wetsuits there, torpedo, everybody. SAS divers there because my Joes and Action Force are always running joint ops. So it's good stuff.
Full balls.
Full force.
So the good thing about your video and videos like yours, Scuba Pete, is that I know that I'm not going to own a flag anytime soon. So I get to watch your video and live vicariously through that. And it's so detailed, so it's filled with great humor. Even more so now that I know the backstory with the sub, the Cobra sub. But oh yes, there's an action force marine guy, scuba dude.
Cut. I saw your hand.
Yeah. Do it again. You can't just shove it up, Space Commander. But the most I have of a flag is the box. I have the box, which is back in WA.
Nice.
So Sonny, go see if my box is still intact. Oh, that's another weird sentence. But I want to just because Pete, you and I both saw recently a live of Hans Chow, where he was doing some of his comic book art, which
doing some inking.
The face of a model, and you've got the hands of a model. So it's always good to watch your live streams. Beauty. It's always good to see your live streams. Tell us about your comic, Hans. Tell us all about it. Tell us everything. Tell us the whole story.
I started like, do you want to know the whole thing from the beginning, or
whatever you want to share with us, mate? I am so enthralled with your art that I need to know what is happening, where I can read it. What is it for?
There's a long time ago, a guy paid me to do this work for him, and he ran out of money. But I got really interested in the project. It was a fan project for a tabletop game called Infinity, which is a fantastic game, a wonderful game with a lot of wonderful designers. Originated in Spain. I did a lot of work for that game, their book and stuff, and it's one of those weird things where when you're working as an artist, you don't really get steady work, right? So if anybody kind of pays you, if the cash is right, you'll dance all night. That's the thing, right? So he kind of found me on the Infinity forum, and he, hey, do you want to do this thing for me? I was like, yeah, sure, it sounds good. So he gave me a script, and I'm an English teacher, and I'm also a writer. I do a lot of writing. And so I read over his script, and I said this to myself: this is terrible. So I gave him some suggestions, and he was like, oh, that sounds really good. And I was like, oh, well, can I, go over it? He's like, sure, no problem. So I basically edited it over the entire script, and it kind of became mine a little bit. So he paid me to do a couple pages, and he said he paid me to do the whole thing, and I started to do it slowly but surely, and then he loved it, and it was going well, and he said, well, I can't afford to pay you anymore. And I said, okay, well, that's unfortunate. After a year or so, I saw it there on my table, fully penciled out, just not inked or anything, and I asked him, do you mind if I continue? And he said, yeah, sure. I mean, you pretty much edited the whole thing, and I can't, so you go ahead. So I started to ink it, and I started to put it up on the Infinity forum, and it started to get some attention from the actual company itself. And they were like, oh, wow, we didn't know you did sequentials. And I was like, yeah, I do. And the rest is all just history. I'm just doing it on the side, and people are just really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. And then even though it kind of stops me from like doing G.I. Joe fan art as much as I'd like and all that, it's paying work, and it's a lot of fun because I did study sequentials, and that is really my passion, because I realize, like, even though I can draw, I know that there's some people out there who do their still work, and I know they're a lot better than I am, but I know that they can't do the sequential side of it at all. They can't tell a story. They can draw a single picture. So that's like kind of like my power. I tell a good story. So I just invested really heavily into that, and rather than kind of let my Instagram go into nothing, I streamed the art of me inking, and I put these still frames up, and I am happy to say I only have a couple pages left. I have about I think 3 left, and then I'm done. Then I'll color everything, but I will definitely put everything up and collecting my cash on the side. I'm very, very happy. And then Gaz actually suggested to me that I should try to contact Carson and ask him if he needs an artist for his as well.
Nice. Yeah, great idea.
There you go.
Yep.
So I actually thought of but don't tell Carson this. I actually wrote a treatment for about a 3-page story where two of the characters who I really liked kind of have an altercation. And I was going to pencil it up and send it to him as kind of a please hire me kind of
Here's
thing.
what I can do. Yeah.
Here's what I can do, and hopefully he bites. But I know that you guys have spoken to Carson before, but he's anybody who gets too high in the game scares me. Like I'm a very, and every time I hear Carson talk, he's got that, hey man, I'm doing this thing. I tend to run,
That's a crazy dude. I reckon.
Yeah,
and he appreciates people's artistic sides, right? Which is why he's opened up his latest adventure to people that also share that sort of vision. He's allowing other people to. And this is perfect for people like you, because I think that he would appreciate your style, your art, your vision. I think it would be a good match. Personally, I'm always enthralled when you go live. I just literally sit there.
Yeah, it's hypnotic.
Watching it, enthralled by what's happening. And it's your hand and a pen, but you're making magic. It's like a wand. I can't do that. I've got a hand. I've got a pen. I can't do anything like you're doing.
I started to teach people. I teach English and I teach history, but I'm always drawing. And my students ask me if I could teach art, and of course I can't teach art in school because they already have an art teacher. And they told me, well, what about private lessons? I said, sure, no problem. So I opened it up. I started to teach them, and I realized like when you get kids at that age, like right between 10 and 14, they don't think they can't do it yet. That's something they develop later. So I'm starting to see guys who are developing a layer of talent and all that I don't even know they knew that they had. So I'm really happy. Like, I'm glad that you say that, but like, don't, like, man, just pick up a pencil and start drawing, Sarge. You'll be like so amazed at what you can actually do. Everyone is born as an artist, and we just grow a bit as we get older, and I feel like that because I've never seen a kid that doesn't like to scribble on a page and draw and make shapes and all that sort of stuff. And just like, when I see you next year, I'm sure I can get you to draw like a very good drawing of Sarge. And I would love to do that if we have the time, and you can be drunk while you do it too. You might even draw like really well when you're drunk, because people get a lot looser when they draw, and the looser you are, the better the stuff is.
Oh, well, I can guarantee at least one of those two things are going to be. I will either be able to draw a Sarge or I will be drunk.
Hey, Zazel, maybe we should start with the G.I. Joe coloring book and a fresh set of crayons.
Yeah,
and we'll go from there.
That's actually one of my fondest memories. Is we were in a supermarket and my mom bought me a G.I. Joe coloring book. It was all the Joes from 1988, I'm gonna say, to 92, like Big Ben and Bullhorn and those guys were in that book. And I remember I didn't want to color in the book because the pictures were so nice. And then one day I came home and my sister, who was in her 20s at the time, had started to color in the book, but she colored very well and in the lines and everything. But I was like, but she's like, it's a color, you have to color, and
you ruined it.
Kind of, but she got me to color in the thing, And I don't know.
Nolan's in the house. Nolan, you're a channel member. You're welcome to join us if you like. There should be a link in the community tab if you want to join us. We're just shooting the shit. Hanging out. Hans is telling us his childhood trauma of his sister using it and coloring the book like
I don't know, man. Art has always been one of those weird things that's always kind of grounded me, and everybody likes it, so it's myself included. So I always encourage people to do it and stuff. Actually, freakishly, one of my friends introduced me to something called Me Journey, or it's basically like a program you download, and please, if you have time, get it. Because you go and you type a couple words into it, and in about 2 minutes, it generates art based on AI interpretations of your words.
Yes, I've heard of this.
That's epic. Okay, that's cool.
And recently, somebody using Me Journey or whatever it's called won an art competition using it, a digital art competition. So all he did was type the words and the thing, and other artists were pissed. And I just
There's hope for me yet.
Starry Night, Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, type it in. Yeah. That's all of my. That's all the pictures I'll do. Sergeant Slaughter, Sergeant
Colorado. It was the Colorado State Fair.
That's where they won.
Was this like an app called Me Journey? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it's called. And it's an AI-generated artwork. Won first place at State Fair, fine artist competition, and the other artists are pissed. And it's you have to see the piece. It's not
twice. It'll come up with a different thing every time, different interpretation every time you put the word in. Because I would just put
you type the words in and it generates
over and over again.
12. It generates like 12.
That's cool.
And they're all different using your same words. And
well,
all I can think of is Bryant.
Hans Jim Largo here has come up with a genius name for what's going to happen at Joe Fest. When I pick up a pencil and have a drink, and he's calling it the Loosey Goosey Drawer-Rama. Bring your own bottle. Jim Largo, that is genius. And I'll tell you what, Jim, if I get to Joe Fest, I'm going to stream it live, and the title of the live stream will be the Loosey Goosey Drawer-Rama.
Hey, sit down, kid. I'll draw your profile.
Hans said I could do it. No, he told me I could.
Don't touch me. I said I can. Everybody can draw.
Bane's toy samples. How are you, Bane?
So
he's got all the
Fest,
samples. He's got all the toy samples. So,
talking of Joe Fest, have you guys seen Zazel's GoFundMe?
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Okay. So how many people we got in the chat tonight? 16, 17, something like that?
About that.
Right. Okay. So we've got 11 donations so far. Who's going to be number 12? We won number 12 before the end of this stream.
Oh, thanks, Space Commander.
Who's going to help my man, Top Sergeant Zazel, get to Joe Fest next year? Come on.
Epic. Thanks, buddy.
It's confirmed. Is that right? Sarge is going to be there?
Well, he said he was going to be there. So, I'll take his word for it. But if he doesn't show up at Joe Fest, me and Kelly are still going to go. And then I'll track down Sarge somewhere along the way. It'll be like a Where's Wally or Where's Waldo adventure.
Dale, last time I talked to Sarge, he said he was definitely going.
Yeah. So I think it was just a scheduling conflict last time.
It was that Lou Ferrigno thing.
Yeah, I mean, and if you can't make it to Joe Fest, hanging out with Lou Ferrigno, the original Incredible Hulk from TV,
Hello.
that's a great alternative. How do you turn that down? Like, it's a tough choice, right?
Yep.
On your
What do you mean
GoFundMe,
original
how
Hulk?
close are you?
Let me have a look.
Do you mean there's
Super
another
sticker from
Hulks?
Toykennections. Thanks, buddy. $1.99 Canadian. That's actually like $12 for me. I'm up to $540 on my GoFundMe already. $540 is a top effort. Plus, we also had Midjourney. Oops, what happened to my? There it is. Midjourney was the place you were talking about. So including super stickers, super chats, all my Patreon and members, any funds that I get from here on end will be put into this because I need to make it happen. There's only a few years left. Where I feel like I'm probably in that age bracket where I can start to get out and travel. I'm getting old, mate. I'm getting old.
I mean, what are you talking about? Sarge just turned 75.
Right?
Yeah, but
and he goes all over the place.
And when I was
Zazel's like,
he
I
put
just
like
turned 47 and I'm going to have to stay at home now. Could you send me some prunes? What the hell, dude?
this is the members chat, so I'm going to allow this.
That was a spot.
Everybody's having connection issues.
He's like, uninvite Pete. Uninvite Pete. You can't work technology.
The whole day I spent with Sarge.
Like Mr. Magoo. If anyone thanks for bringing it up, Space Commander, I appreciate it. I just sent Space Commander a private email. I said, "Dude, bring up the bloody GoFundMe already."
If you did send such an email, if I'd have opened it whilst trying to do all this, it would
would've
have
locked
crashed
up.
the entire
Yeah.
space station. I'd be blacked out right now and hurting towards the earth.
Just do your
Retro
job,
thrusters
old
are-
boy. You know?
If anyone does want to help get this Aussie kid over to America to go meet his hero, the GoFundMe is there. Also, consider becoming a member. That also helps. And you can jump onto member streams like this, or join me on Patreon, where I, do all sorts of fancy things. I might even take my shirt off. You never know. Or I might even keep it on then. Whichever one's going to be better for me.
I mean,
It's like Zazel starting an OnlyFans.
Only Zays. Very
Your own
generous
fans.
chat from Woodman29. Little something to help out Zazel. Thanks, mate.
Is Ken going to migrate down from the Great White
Hey,
North
we got number
for Joe
12. We
Fest?
got number 12.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
We got number 12. Thank you. Thank you.
Is that your mobile phone? I swear to God it is.
That's his Atari.
It's from the past.
Payne's Toy
Apple
Samples,
One?
thank you for the donation, my friend. I super appreciate it. In case people don't know, I'm not just asking and not giving. Okay, there is something in my brain that won't allow me to just ask for something and not give something back in return. So what we're going to do is we're going to every quarter milestone, we're going to do giveaways and we're going to do prizes and so forth. Not just one prize, many prizes. And the good thing is I've got friends all over the world now that can send out from their location to closer people, because sometimes postage can take a while. So one of the prizes that we're going to be giving away is this bad boy. It's a reissue Skylinks. That'll be going up. I've got some Masters of the Universe stuff, some G.I. Joe stuff. We'll be giving away stuff for this whole journey. I'll be bringing stuff with me as well to give away when we get to Joe Fest. Slaughter Daughter has kindly offered to send some stuff as well, give some stuff away.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's not something for nothing. I'll definitely be giving back. And in a couple of weeks, we're going to figure out exactly how we're going to make that work. So stay tuned. I'll keep you posted. But this stream isn't about me. It's about my members. So let's get back onto that. Hans has left because he's going to go count how many pennies he's got in his piggy bank.
I'm just seeing Zazel walking around Joe Fest. Is that a 3 3/4 inch figure in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Actually, it is a figure. Here, one for you, and one for you.
I got pockets full of Joes. Oh man, was it Zazel will have to go? Hang on, Zazel will have to go for me. With my son's disability, something like Joe Fest isn't going to happen. Happy Father's Day, by the way. I'm assuming that you're a father. I mean, you could be a mother. But happy Father's Day. It is a Father's Day here in Australia. But good on you for taking care of your son with a disability. It's not an easy task to be a parent, and I imagine if your son has a disability, it just adds. And parenting never gets easier. They just get older. Mates better donate at GoFundMe. Oh, thanks, mate. More money into Zazel's pocket. YouTube, Google deducts 30% of super chats. There you go.
That's a good point.
GoFundMe is 3%.
Yep.
Super chat, man, 30%. Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
It's the start of a new month. So we just got paid, right? Everyone's got a little bit of loose change in their pocket because we just got paid. It's the start of a new month. So come on, let's see. What about number 13? Huh? Can we get number 13? 13th donation tonight, maybe?
I feel like donating, Space Commander. You've sold me on it. Ken's going to be at Joe Fest on behalf of Delta 17. He's 80% sure. We'll let you know when it's 100%. Well, okay. Let us know, buddy. But yeah,
Cool.
Thank you for the super chats and thank you
awesome.
for the donation.
At this point, I feel like it's me and Gaz who's getting everybody to go. I feel like me and Gaz and I sold this thing. We were like, we're going to Joe Fest, and everybody's going, and everybody we speak to, I feel like we've hassled everyone. We were like talking to Joe, we're like, you going to Joe Fest? You better be going to Joe Fest. We're going to Joe Fest.
Well, yeah, I mean that's a big draw for me.
Everyone, you know.
I'm gonna change the description to help Zazel go and meet Hans, Chow, and Gaz.
Or else, you know.
He swears he can teach me to draw.
That's right.
I'll change it to
Art school.
We could try to get Hans a one of those little what do you call it, like 45-minute seminar classes.
Right
at Joe Fest, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna show up as like, time to learn how to draw. Nude model time.
Works for me. Now,
this escalated rapidly.
Just a G.I. Joe sock on my junk and just like, behold.
I just type in Hans Chow into my app and just see what that new Hans Chow. See what comes up.
Red, white, and blue this, man. Anyway.
I was going to steal the Loosey Goosey Draw-orama, but maybe that can be the title of your seminar.
I like it. It's fun.
I want to hear that announced across the sales floor. It's almost time for the Loosey Goosey Draw-orama. 15 minutes to Loosey Goosey Draw-orama.
We'll be going in we'll have to line up.
It will be the hit of the weekend, guaranteed.
I think so.
Warm your pencils and make sure to bring your rubber.
Connor.
Lucy Draw-orama is about to begin.
With a complimentary 6-pack on the way in.
So, Scuba Pete, happy Father's Day to you too, then, but because your son's just shown up.
I love you, Connor.
Scuba Pete
is a proper Irish
father.
lad.
No, that's impossible.
That's impossible. It's possible.
You don't just shove it in there.
So much innuendo. I mean, it's just, you know.
I'm just repeating what I heard. I'm like a parrot.
That's right. Yeah.
Don't just shove it in there. Don't just shove it in there. I still can't believe I tried to think that fighting for freedom and it was a funny little. Anyway, back to.
And now for something completely different.
Ah, nice. I like a bit of Monty Python. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Now, tell me, is this the same shipwreck, or do you just have multiple shipwrecks around the flag?
I have multiple shipwrecks around the flag.
And they're all permanently.
They're permanently
in
on
relaxation.
Yes.
Oh, we got
on vacay. So yeah, they're in the CIC.
To help Gaz and Hans. Sarge who? I'm going to change this to Gaz and Hans Slaughterhouse. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Pete, those that technical station, is that from the Defiant?
It is.
Nice.
Good catch. Yeah. So I kind of routed out the floor and then dropped that in there because it just was a great way to have several battle stations, all in one little unit.
Yeah.
And then had a friend cut acrylic on her laser cutter, and then Leslie made me like the translucent radar display that you see there on the wall. She did the decals again on her Cricut, and so there's a battle. There's incoming fighters and shipwrecks taking a snooze.
So how many shipwrecks in total is on your flag? Do you know?
4 right now.
But
whenever I find them, I add more.
Yeah, perfect. I invite everybody to check out this video and try and find all the shipwrecks. It's part of the fun. But I do also wanted to. How cool is that?
Oh wow!
Yeah, all the weapon storage.
I love that every single nook and cranny of this display is filled with so much story that you could stare at one section for a long time and still see something new. Yeah.
The backdrop reminds me a lot of the show. Was it Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, aboard the Sea View? A lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, very much so.
Very neat.
I haven't seen that in a while, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't know any of the classic GI Joes. If you look at this picture, look at the difference between Recondo and
sorry.
No, it's okay. And Stalker, just the difference in the advances, not only in technology but in design and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you really get to see a lot when you put the first generation figures against the second generation figures. It's so much.
That's a very good point. Yeah,
and then when you take the second generation and put it against the last generation, you can see the drop. So it's a incredible comparison between these guys. G.I. Joe is such a phenomenal toy line.
And it evolved very quickly, really, when you think about it. Even the people that don't like the 90s figures, the amount of detail, some of it gets lost because they don't pick out the paint, to really show it off. But some of those figures, especially the later ones, they're so filled with immaculate detail. Recondo is one of my favorites, especially now that I heard Ron Rudat particularly and specifically say that he was meant to be Australian. So
he looks Australian. The hat.
Yeah.
Not to say that all Australians wear that hat, but there's something Australian about that hat. Oh, you do? Oh.
Yeah, all of us do. Yeah.
Required
we all
to
have
go
that
out.
too.
It's a requirement.
You pop out of the mom and she's like, "Oh, you're so cute. Your name will be Harold. Here's your hat." You know,
we all have sunburn on that side of the face, though. It's weird. It's like if you look at our face front on, it's like half of it's aged incredibly, and the other half is just pristine. I haven't worn my hat at all, so that's why none of my face is pristine. So this has got to be one of the most dangerous lifts, and even poor Tunnel Rat there looks a little bit petrified.
Yeah, he's a little like, this is sketchy, but yeah, that's out of the Defiant.
Yeah, I mean, you've utilized it well here.
Yeah,
incredibly well.
And again, these were all like really pretty inexpensive spare parts. So this was, what was that, 2019 that I was building that? Summer of 2019. So I think that's what it was. Starting to get fuzzy.
You could say any year and I'd believe it.
Every single time I see a Tunnel Rat, I always need to point out, everybody go and read your Tunnel Rat file cards if you have one. That guy's Trinidadian. Anyway.
Ah, wicked. Yeah, it's nice when you can connect personally to an action figure, and the file cards were great for that. They're terribly missed now. It's a shame that they don't do them. It's not like they don't have enough real estate on the back of a box to accommodate it, but
right.
Pencil Dragon Balls. Who would design that elevator? It's worse than no guardrails on the Death Star.
So true. Yeah, it's definitely Imperial design.
Yeah.
The budget cuts have hit the U.S. military hard. No guardrails, no box.
Yeah. Tunnel Rat is clenching. He's used to tunnels. This is open air. He is out of his element.
Agoraphobia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, holy smokes, this is a bad idea.
And then one at a time. Oh, is it, who's in bed this time? Oh, we got a prison.
Oh no!
Black Major's been captured.
Shepherd, you old rascal.
What a
cool Tiger Force Duke that I found up in Ohio on a hunt.
Oh, that's cool.
Put him in there. Yeah.
Duke is
Which
like,
that's where I
talk.
get, you know,
never talk.
yeah, you will talk. We have ways.
Someone commented on a video from Toykennections recently where he put on what is it, Gridiron? He put on Gridiron Toys gear. It's Gridiron Toys, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
like a commander
Yeah.
set, I believe, right?
Right. So he put all the gear onto a classified Duke and pretty much made it, you know, had the binoculars and the helmet and the backpack and all of that stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's Duke. And then someone in the comments
Yep.
goes, Duke was very bare bones. He didn't come with much. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? He had so much
He
stuff.
came with everything.
Yeah. He came with a lot of gear.
Backpack, helmet, and that submachine gun.
And a
That
sticker sheet
cool.
too, right? With the USA flag on it. I count
I
that.
think so, yeah.
At least the first version had a. Am I misremembering? Was it a USA flag for Duke that went on his arm?
I don't know if the actual retail figure did. I think the mail away figure came with it, right?
It was the mail away.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Was it the
that
mail
was-
away?
He also came with the hidden accessory of patriotism.
Damn right.
Nice.
Dang right.
Yeah, in Action Force, he came with so much stuff. He also came with Ripcord, Cobra, and Cobra Claw.
What?
It was in a box
What?
set. Yeah.
Wait, he came with Ripcord, a Cobra Claw, and a what?
It was
Analog Toys
what's up,
Tony's in
Tony?
the house.
Hey, hey.
Sergeant
Yep.
Scuba Slaughter. Yep. How are you, Tony?
What's up, dude?
So yeah, that was. I don't want to give away all of the video, which I feel like I probably have already, but I definitely recommend everyone go and check that out. Space Commander. Let me just
wait.
pull you up on here.
That came with Duke.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
So that's how I
Oh,
got my
that
my
is-
Claw, my Duke, my
Cool.
Ripcord, and my Cobra.
What's a Certido?
I think
Yeah, what
that's
is that?
like Spanish or something.
Oh, man. I thought it was a thing in space. What is this space talk?
What
What
is
is a
space
Certido? It's Spanish. It's stupid. It probably means steam.
We don't speak Spanish in space.
There's no crying in baseball.
But yeah, Recondo is definitely Australian in Action Force. So,
Look, Mrs. Scuba
There it is.
Pete. Yeah, Tony's in for those two together. It's too cute. Sorry, Space Commander, can you bring up the Recondo again? Sorry,
give
mate.
me a moment. That's all right.
I know you just closed the book.
It's tricky, all this zero G business.
Yeah.
Looks
I'm
flipping
surprised
on my
how
head.
I'm surprised how heavy the book sounded when it landed on the ground.
There he is.
How's that?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Very
How
nice.
cool is that figure?
The UK exclusive some color variant supplied something.
Don't give us all the information. Yeah, make us work for it, mate.
UK exclusive color variant supplied with a silent attack, which that was a recolor of the SAS.
Mhm.
It was the SAS set.
Yep, that came with Beaver.
That's right.
Sorry, what?
What? This is, yeah, Beaver.
He's a
The
beaver, eh?
silent attack.
What is that?
Wow.
Okay,
That's
that's
the
epic.
silent attack.
That's cool.
So
Yeah,
when Zazel and I first got talking about Power Toy Action Force, and I think I steered him towards Blood for the Baron, their website. It's like an archive site. And one of the first
I'm gonna
things
go get mine.
one of the first things he said was, "You have a character
get my
called
Beaver."
Beaver."
That's what I did say. That jumped out
I
at
want to
me
get my Beaver.
out of everything else. I was like, beaver?
Grab the beaver.
Show us your beaver.
Oh, it is.
There, you can see my Beaver.
It's a
That's the
fine
one,
looking
yeah.
beaver.
Yeah, I reckon this is probably the best Space Commander has ever looked.
Who's in that beaver?
Bring
Ha
the
ha
figure
ha.
Oh, wow. Look at
That's
that thing.
cool.
Is that a light up in front?
That is
Yep.
light.
Spotlight?
Yeah,
A
spotlight.
Damn.
You got
If it was
flag
in
on the
focus, it would look
back.
even better.
That's one hell of a beaver.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. It looks fine.
I heard you guys.
There you go.
Nice Beaver.
Nice beaver.
Oh, that's a lesson.
Oh,
And Leslie did it. Yep. That's why I love her. And yep.
Thanks. I just
I've
had
been
it
married for so long.
I'm gonna need to watch that movie now. I'm sorry.
What is happening?
Oh, we got a
Nice,
Primus
Jim.
fan in the house.
Yep, Primus. When I had a big brown beaver.
I will say, just with Bread C29 here, yeah, Digger, Recondo was named Digger in the Australian comic book that we had, a 4-issue comic book, black and white, and he was known as Digger. In fact, he introduced the comic as, you know, talking to the reader, introduced himself as Digger. So were you going to show us another picture there, Space Commander, or are you just happy to drop the book down? And...
No, I was showing you the SAS version of the Silent Attack, but this gentleman here actually had it to hand and was able to show you the actual toy. But gotcha. Digger Recondo, he came with the recolor of that boat.
So the dark one's called the Silent Attack.
Yeah.
Action Force.
Yeah, that is cool. Man, Action Force arguably had some of the cooler vehicles in comparison.
Oh yeah. And the stickers that Palatoy did on them are incredible.
Yeah.
Ron Rudat did a tremendous job on the Cobra symbol, but I think you can't beat it. You just can't. However, I think Action Force came up with a logo for Cobra that is sufficient. All right, you're going solo layout again.
Oh, look at that thing!
Nice triad.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's a GI Joe thingy too?
It's an Action Force.
Action Force. Space Force.
So when that stuff, see, like when I see stuff like that, the Robo Skull makes more sense, right? Because you can't look at the Robo Skull in isolation. It doesn't make sense.
And it had all that. It has that like Thunderbirds and has that like.
We can have a dogfight
to it, right? That's
look, we can have space battle. Pew 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 pew.
Here comes Skylinks.
I love it. I love it.
We have fun.
As we're using it in Spanish, you have to say it in Spanish. Like El Zapo, not Pew. It's like El Zapo.
El Zapo. El Zapo.
El Zapo.
like you're smoking a cigar at the same time. El Zapo. Ron Rudat and Bob Breakin. Is it Breakin or Breachin? Breakin. Legends in the domestic and international.
They are, Ken.
Yep. Breakin. I gotta remember that. Joe Recondo, you've got some Action Force stuff there.
I have an Action Force Rattler up there. And it's not much different.
Nice.
It's not much different than the American one. The bombs are a little bit different color.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't have too much Action Force stuff. I know.
This.
I bought this at a flea market, and it's already open, but it was an American box with an Action Force.
Hey,
out of town paperwork
thing inside.
Cool.
So was that was a Reebox then, or was that released?
Somebody put that in there. It's sealed still, but I like the boxes, so I got that.
Yeah, they look cool.
Somebody put that in there.
The Cobra Bunker.
And
that's such a great playset.
It's off color from the American one. Like this is a different colored gray, the base of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I might put it together this morning. I might just leave it in there and send it.
Well, it's your toy. You can do what you like with it.
Anytime I see collections like Scuba Pete's and Joe Recondo and like Michael Mercier, I was thinking to myself is like when you have collections like this, you must write down what you have, because I feel things will get lost.
A lot of collectors will buy something they didn't realize they already owned.
Yes. My stupid face and those 3 beachheads I now own. You know, it's like I wanted to myself, you know.
All those shipwrecks that are on the flag.
Right? Yeah.
I guess you can't have too many shipwrecks.
If the price is right.
Right? You know, use that MacGuffin to clone himself.
My collection is quite small compared to some of these people I see. I kind of watch from the sidelines on everything on the Facebook groups.
I don't know, Joe. It's
Well,
pretty
you got some-
outstanding, and
Yeah.
you need help you need help rearranging. Let me know. I can take some time off.
I'm
Yeah,
tearing
me too.
stuff down right now in here and switching stuff around because I sent Dale a video the other day. I find stuff on the side of the road for free, so I found the shelving unit. I'm like, this would be perfect for Star Wars.
Nice.
Yeah, Joe finds all sorts of exceptional things while on the road, and that was no exception. Finding such a worthy display case for action figures, just sitting there for anyone to take. Meanwhile, I struggle to find room. Most of my collection is in storage. The housing at the moment in Australia is really difficult. We're trying to move, but it's we're in a small apartment at the moment, trying to move so that we can get into a bigger space. Mostly so I can put my toys out again. The rest of the family can suffer as far as I'm concerned. But I need to get my toys out.
I have to give a lot of credit to my wife. She gave me this small spare bedroom. She's like, have at it, it's yours. She supports my collection. I just have to be honest in everything I buy.
Fair enough.
And stuff. I told her that. So she's 100% supports this. I mean, when I got the chance to go meet Sarge, she's like, go. Just go, go, go. So I hopped in the car and went.
Well, Joe, do you want to?
Nice.
We're gonna catch up again and dive into the detail on your experience. But do you want to touch on that today?
I'll give you a nutshell. A friend of mine, a childhood friend of mine, lives down the road. We were talking. I'm like, hey, let's go see Sergeant Slaughter. He's down in Jersey coming to this meet. So somebody knew we were going there, and he ended up needing a ride from the airport. So we picked Sarge up at the airport and took him to the hotel and got a chance to hang out with him, went out to dinner with him, and he's just a fabulous guy.
Yeah.
Epic.
And that was my weekend. And
That's
it was
awesome.
like, you know, I know it's your childhood dream to meet him. I mean, I actually did it, and I was like, wow. And he's a really good dude.
I don't drive, so I couldn't pick him up from the airport, but I'd hold his hand crossing the street if he needed it.
Well, it was funny. I'm like, I obviously know when I see him at the airport, and there he is. He's in a Kid Rock t-shirt and an ACDC.
Yeah.
It's ready to go.
Yeah. But what a great
awesome.
experience that was, because you knew you were gonna go and meet him that day, though, right? You just didn't. You
I
weren't
was
aware that you were going to
to the show. Yeah, I was just
Be
going
right
to the show, and we ended up getting a chance to pick him up from the airport, check him into his hotel, and hang out with him. And I can tell you, he put a 17-hour day in on that Saturday.
He works hard for his fans. Yeah, and I've never ever heard a negative experience from anyone that's met him, unless they've gone in with a bad attitude, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's my. You know what? I will say this, and I could talk about Sarge all day, but I will say this: it is an absolute relief, right? They say never meet your heroes, right? I've been lucky enough and blessed enough to be able to talk with Sergeant Slaughter on this channel. If I never get to meet him in person, I can at least say that I've had that interaction here through the power of the internet, right? And I'm just so relieved that my childhood hero is such an awesome dude in real life. Like, just great to his fans, just a great solid person. Yeah, it just, you know, they say don't meet your heroes, but yeah, I'm just so happy. What a relief. Told one daughter her room is going to become Eternia. Is that when she moves out? And or is she getting kicked out? And Phil says, good luck, Nolan. My daughter has only given me one wall to use for my collection. It's a work in progress. Oh, Phil did a okay, indulge me for a second, because I'm going to go and find Phil. Give me 1 second. Treasures. Go check out Treasures for Trigger. He did an excellent video recently where him and the family are going to IKEA to go shopping for displays for his toys, but he's in Japan. So if you want to see, all right, check that out.
So they're all Japanese style shelves made of bamboo and stuff.
If you want to see what IKEA looks like in Japan, check it out. That's his channel there. Did I do that link right? That's a long link name. But if that works, if that takes you to Treasures for Trigger, hit that link and subscribe and check out that latest video. I'm also going to for another Chasing 80s. I'm going to throw this one back on. I'm going to go to Chasing 80s, copy and paste this one, and throw that in here too.
I just checked the live chat. It does work. You can.
Yeah.
You can
Perfect.
click
That it does.
So when you clicked it, Scuba Pete, did you also hit subscribe?
I already was.
Good stuff.
That's a great
All right,
response.
Excellent. So check out Treasures for Trigger. It's honestly an amazing channel. Highly recommended. Also check out Chasing 80s Toys. You will not be disappointed. These three guys, they know their stuff, and it's edited in extremely well. You know. Oh, we got
Very well.
Legends.
Hey, Chad.
Hey.
Chad, another one of my favorite channels. In fact, while I'm here, Articulated Chad.
Yep.
Yes, great channel. Great channel.
If you think you
Awesome discussions.
can't meet a Chad that's super nice, let me tell you,
haven't
this is
met
the nicest
Articulated
Chad.
Chad.
This is the nicest Chad you'll ever meet.
Their articulation
Super cool,
was probably
nice
bad. They were probably 5 POA. That's why they weren't any good.
Right.
Link is
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That joke would not fly anywhere except in this community. People are like, what's 5 POA? I'm like, it's funny in my head.
No, not 5 POA.
Everyone also hit that link and subscribe to Articulated Chad. Again, you will not be disappointed. There is some good stuff happening in YouTube.
Yeah, but his name's on
Did you
chat,
just
though.
kiss yourself, Space Commander?
Someone's
Do it
got
again.
to.
Do it. For the-
I'm not ending up with another thumbnail. Just saying, there's nothing wrong with 5 POA, okay?
yeah.
But seriously, though, all these great channels you've introduced us to, we all get to see each other's channels now, and it's become a great little community, all brought together by this guy up here. So,
Don't point.
you know,
Don't point in my direction. I'm finding a lot of these people through people like Pete and people like Gaz and people like Hans. It's these guys that are helping me to get introduced to these people. I knew
most of these guys aren't in Australia though, so so we owe it to you to get you to Joe Fest. So you know, is someone going to step up to the crease and get us donation number 13 at the end of the stream?
What are we up to? Donation number 13.
Yeah, there's 12
GoFundMe would accept my Monopoly money. Yes, you get donation 13, but I have to go to what is
Trinidad.
this
What?
crap that you're trying to throw at me?
Who's going to be lucky 13 on the GoFundMe?
Come on, guys in the chat, don't leave Zazel hanging.
I don't even know where we're.
I feel like Space Commander's doing the telethon thing with the mic. Operator.
Right now.
Save this next. You know.
That's right. We're going to get my man to America. Come on.
Thanks,
we-
buddy.
Donate to the man down under.
Exactly.
If we do karaoke,
So he can go see Sergeant Slaughter.
oh, nice. All right. Thanks, Space Commander. If anyone wants to be lucky number 13, the link is there. Any donation is appreciated.
Don't let me
A
down.
little
Come
bit.
on now.
Every little bit
And it
counts.
sounds like the giveaways are going to be really cool.
Yeah. I've given a hint already with the old Skylinks inbox. If I open it up, it might have Action Force in it, though. I haven't checked. But yeah, this has been a fun hangout, guys. This is the good thing about these members stream. And Pete, you've been an excellent guest. But we knew you were always going to be an awesome guest. But the good thing about the member streams is that we just shoot the shit here. You know, there's no agenda.
Well, Like hanging at the pub.
Next thing is going to be dancing bears across the screen and Jerry Lewis. Maybe.
I will get Dancing Bears and Jerry Lewis if we can get a 13th donation before the end of the show. Part of that sentence might not be accurate. I need a 13th donation before the end of the show, okay? Don't leave my man hanging.
Like, and now the Sanderson sisters. Lawrence Welk.
Space Commander will kiss himself on screen for a donation.
Only if you don't snip it.
You say sniff it or snip it?
Snip. You know,
Okay.
screenshot.
I promise I won't
Turn
do one
into
of those
another
two things.
terrible thumbnail of me. Thank you.
So there was a thumbnail of Space Commander with a great big grin on his face. And the funny thing about it was that his camera had frozen, and he was frozen in his. It was the biggest.
It was a terrible gurn.
Face that you could get stuck on. He was frozen like that for so long that I ended up making a screenshot and making that the thumbnail. It was just like, yeah, it's too good.
Nice.
And that was a stream. That was a stream that we were on with Sarge.
That's right, Sarge.
Sarge and Mark Potter, Private Potter. Mark's a good man too.
Renegade One.
Yeah. So Joe Recondo, have you got a YouTube channel that you pump your stuff onto? You should.
Hey, we got 13. All right.
Hey-o.
Thank you. My enormous telephone.
Nice.
Thank you to number 13. Thank you.
It was Gaz. Thanks, Gaz. I appreciate
it. Thumb kiss emoji after the donation.
That is the donation.
I knew I could get someone on the panel into stumping up. You know?
Thanks, buddy. I better go say thank you to the people that have donated today. Space. Here we are. Space Commander needs a bell.
Yes.
A man can dream. Yep. So, Hans,
Joe,
where can we? Yeah, go on, Pete.
Does Joe, do you have an Instagram where you post your juicy collection pics?
Honestly, I'm behind the times and everything. Like, I didn't know there was a community out here a couple of years back. I thought G.I. Joe was dead. I was ready to sell off my collection that I had sitting in the garage, and I broke it out and found Facebook groups, and I just kind of watched from the sidelines. I know I've seen some of your videos, Pete. I met the Slaughterhouse channel. I think somebody had a link somewhere on one of the Facebook pages, and I joined that. And
nice.
I honestly I know some of you guys. I've seen your videos. I just don't know. I don't know a lot.
Well, you've got an impressive collection. You're always welcome at the Slaughterhouse. We're going to.
I was looking for a home, and I kind of considered.
I want to see more. More, Joe. More.
I also have a video game room that's another part of the house. I'm a big video gamer and stuff, but there's still more Joe stuff in the house. It's just not in here yet. But I'm really only laughing.
You can only be patient for so long, mate. Quick, get it downstairs.
I need that Defiant shuttle is what my next goal is to get.
Oh, nice.
Pete has a anyway.
And where are you doing your giveaways for your, for the fundraising? Or is that right on the Slaughterhouse Facebook channel?
Well, some of it will be on the Facebook. Some of it will be here on the Slaughterhouse channel. Articulated Chad has generously offered to help with some of the giveaways as well, which is going to be good. And
awesome.
I can't say thank you enough. That is awesome.
I'll show you something. I'll show you something right now.
Okay.
I got a couple things, but this popped in mind. I got a couple of these. This is from the 2021 PowerCon.
Oh, nice.
It's autographed and it's numbered. It's only 100 produced.
Yeah.
And it comes in a nice suitcase. I mean, it's there. It's legit. It's autographed. It's Dave Castor, and it's it's inspired from the #2 issue of the first DC comic for He-Man. And it's
yeah.
And it comes with a couple other things in there. But I'll be more than happy to give one of them. I got 5 of them, so.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I probably have some other things in here too. I know I'm still looking for that trap jaw. I think I have an extra trap jaw.
Well, believe it or not, I found a trap jaw locally.
You did? Okay.
Yeah. So
what
but thank you.
Recondo is trying to say is that he's got the power.
Oh, nice.
Boom.
We're up to 16 now. 16 donations. Thank you very much.
We went from 13 to 16.
It's the power of Space Force.
It's
Ah,
hard to
well
count in
done.
space. 13, 16.
Space Force's dial-ups finally it's connected, and so they're starting to roll it up.
Yeah.
Ring, ring. You've got mail.
I'm working with
People-
pedals that run the dynamo.
The little Pong paddles are starting to move now.
Thank you to everyone for donating, though. Thank you very much to everyone on the panel.
Yeah,
and the
thank
chat.
you. Thank you, everybody.
That's great.
My Wi-Fi is struggling to let me log into 2 devices at the same time. So we're up to $650 so far. That is epic. Thank you, everybody.
It's only been running for less than 2 days, too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, guys.
We're
will,
going to see a cute little bearded face there next year for sure.
I appreciate it, everyone that has donated. I will go into the app and I will give a personal thank you to everybody that has. I'm having trouble logging in. I think the reason why I'm having trouble logging in is because Space Commander is using all the power.
All power to shields. Beep.
The AT cartridge is smoking now.
Sir, shields are at 20%.
We need more power.
I'm going to hold his gut, Captain.
Where's everybody from?
Where is everybody from? Let's start with Scuba Pete and work our way around.
I live in Indiana in the U.S.
Okay.
I'm in Massachusetts.
Oh, wait, Massachusetts? Okay. That's not far from me.
Oh, nice.
I'm in upstate New York. Like North Adams, Mass is like 10 minutes down the road.
Nice. Got a neighbor.
I am born in Canada, but I live in Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean.
Nice.
Yep,
He's
no,
Canadian. I knew he was putting that accent on. Busted.
That's big. Excellent mimicry. It's like you have some mimicry to attract the ladies, you have to, that's how I got all the ladies. Hey girl, what's a pretty girl like you doing here alone on the beach?
And then he puts the A on the end. Eh?
I'm Trinidadian, eh? I'll be a Trinidadian.
Mousse, maple syrup, beaver. It's just terrible.
Will I shave my beard for a decent price?
Oh.
Mate, nobody wants to see that.
How the hell are we going to recognize him at Joe Fest? You'll go there, no one will know who he is.
Right? You'll have to have a fake one.
Like, who's this dude right here?
What's that, guys?
I was going to say, who's this guy over here without the beard?
Yeah. There's this guy with pockets full of toys just giving them away.
He's going right. No, it's me, Zazel. Be like, bullshit.
I think Phil
open his mouth and all he hears the Vegemite accent. You're like, it might be him. I don't know. It doesn't look like him.
I'll just smudge Vegemite on my face as a beard for the moment. Yeah.
For your substitute.
But Joe Recondo, I want to say thank you for offering up a prize for the people that have donated. We will be.
I'm sorry. I have a couple more things too. I'll send you pictures, however you want to give it away. I don't care. I'll ship it.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. You're
Cool.
no obligation to do so, but I 100% appreciate it. It's so cool. It's great to have a great community.
Collectors helping collectors.
Yeah. Trying to help this little Aussie kid go meet his hero, Sergeant Slaughter. And if Sarge doesn't show up to Joe Fest, we're hunting him down.
He said he was going to be there. He said 100% he was there. He says that's one of his favorite events.
Yeah. But still, hanging out with Lou Ferrigno is a good second option, right?
Right.
What was that event for?
I think it was a weightlifting convention or something for weightlifters. I don't know.
Well, that makes sense. So Lou Ferrigno, I saw on Facebook is a he helps with the armed force, not armed forces, no, the police force, as a volunteer where he is locally. I'll double check. He's a volunteer of some description for the community, and I'm almost certain it's for the local law.
Man, you get a parking violation and the Hulk shows up.
Right? Be like, could you sign my ticket?
I get to meet the Hulk. If he was putting handcuffs on you, yeah, you wouldn't be upset over that day, would you? What a story to tell.
Like, no one's ever going to believe this.
Tell you get in the car.
He said I wouldn't like him when he's angry, but I loved him when he's angry. So, Hans, where can we find? I mean, I've already found you, but where can people find you on Instagram so that they can check out your art and your live streams?
Oh, you could find me on Instagram at Hans_Chow. I do art there, as everyone knows. Sometimes I'll put up pictures of toys and stuff, and I work out every day, and I put that up too because I think that healthy body, healthy mind equals good life. And you don't have to put a price on that. It's free. Just go outside and run.
I had pizza for breakfast. I'm so bad. Don't judge me.
You can start.
All right.
Tomorrow.
Definitely check out Hans Chow. Lou was at the rugby with Russell Crowe a few years back in Perth. Nice. Yeah. Russell Crowe is a Kiwi that we Australians have decided to take. Phil will be able to back us up on that one. Australia takes a lot of the Kiwis and claims them as our own. Hey everybody, how's it going? Sleeping
What's up,
Collectibles
Sleeping?
is here. He slept in. He's made it late, but he's here.
Another great channel.
Yeah, I'll check them out. Sleeping Collectibles. You can have him. Oh, we can have Russell Crowe apparently.
He's so cool though, isn't he?
I've apparently not.
I
The last time I ran, it was for the bus and ended up on oxygen for 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
Sleeping Collectibles. I'm gonna look this one up. Sleeping Collectibles.
There's all pictures of Garfield collectibles. Just
Nice. Sleeping Collectibles. Here we go.
And if somebody does follow me on Instagram, please tell me how to fix the joint on this snake eyes. Please help.
Sleeping Collectibles. Have I got the right one here?
It's it looks like a bear with a hat on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've recently subscribed to this channel.
Me as well.
And Connor, Fuller's Figures. Connor has his own channel up and running now too.
Who?
Yeah,
Fuller's Figures?
Yep.
Let's bring that.
Let's check
right.
that guy out. Here we go.
Yeah.
Fuller. Well, if he hasn't recorded himself running for a bus.
Oh, look at that picture of Outback. Wow. Hey man, I'm gonna do this.
Have you got the link
Subscribe.
there? Oh, there he is. Yep. Subscribe.
Just
Hey, I'm subscribed to Fuller Figures too. I need to catch up on all these channels that I'm subscribed to.
Yep.
Since I met you guys, I went from watching like 4 people to watching like 500 people.
Right?
Oh yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, check out these guys. Ratface, I've recently also subscribed to.
Yeah, check out Woodman29 if any of you guys haven't checked out his channel. He's got a pretty decent channel.
That's right.
as well.
Yeah.
Good
Good stuff.
Looking for James, aka. I'll throw that link in there. There he is.
And Ratface as well.
Yeah. I'll add that copy and paste that in there.
I apologize if you hear a bird squawking. I have a blue and gold macaw parrot, and she's a pain in the ass.
Would you say you have
And then-
Polly?
Oh,
That's
very
fine.
cool.
No,
He's
it's
got a
not,
parrot.
it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
No, it's fine. We'll just pretend it's Polly.
Yeah.
No, she
Yeah.
was a rescue bird my wife rescued, and that was 15 years ago. She was only supposed to be with me for 2 months.
Well, have you got a barbecue?
The damn
If you got a
thing,
barbecue, we can sort this out right now.
it's going to outlive me. It's definitely going to outlive me. She's only like 22 years old.
Oh yeah, she's She's still got a long way to go.
And she
All right,
said
guys.
things that you wouldn't believe, and I didn't hear it from you.
Yep, birds say the darndest things.
Yeah,
The bird says, "Fuck this bird."
like that Sour Patch Kids commercial where they're sweet and then they're salty first and then they're sweet to you. That's how she is. She'll bite you and then be like looking at you for some food or something, and I'm like, geez.
Hello, Joshua. Welcome to the Slaughterhouse. I've thrown some links in here too if you want to go and check those guys out. I don't have enough. Don't have enough time.
More content to watch
for all of these awesome content. I need a holiday.
Right.
So I can just watch YouTube. Well, you know what? All of the things that I watch these days are basically on YouTube now, because you guys are doing such great stuff. Or over in Hans Chow, where he does his the other thing. What's it called again? Instagram. So between Instagram, YouTube, and just like streaming apps, like I don't even watch regular TV anymore.
What is there to watch
Same.
on TV? The Kardashians?
Yeah,
Come on,
it's-
man. Yes.
You guys,
There is-
I haven't caught up.
have you guys seen Ted Lasso?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
For Mankind? You seen that show?
No.
Alternate reality, Russians land on the moon first.
No, but that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, right? Apple TV.
What's that on?
Apple TV.
Oh,
My brother
Apple TV.
subscribed to it, so we kind of share subscriptions and
sure.
started watching that. I'm like, wow, this is good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll check it out. What's the benefit of getting to the moon first, though?
I don't know.
You get to meet the aliens first.
It's a Nixon thing. It kind of like it mixes like reality in with like this alternate reality. It's really neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds
So
interesting.
they're right at the point I'm at now in the show. They're racing to build a base on the moon. So the
That does
Russians
sound
are-
like something
yeah.
the Russians would have done. Yeah.
Yeah, so they found like water on the moon, and now they're going to build a base. And they found it in this crater, and it just happened that the Russians are like 3 or 4 miles away from them
Hey,
on the
Mike.
moon, building a base. So it's actually
So they're
really neat.
Russian to build a base?
Yeah, they're
Russian.
it's the race for the moon base. That's they're calling it their marketing ploy.
Usual Mike Television. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Hey, Michael.
How are you doing?
But that and Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is a great show. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, it's hilarious. It's
Does
dramatic.
he have a lasso?
You ever? You live in Australia. You probably haven't seen the commercials. You're familiar with it, right, Pete? Ted Lasso. It was like an ESPN or NBC commercials. American
Yeah, the
football
NBC.
coach goes to England to coach a soccer team or football team there. They
Oh
basically
wait,
go
I've
around
been, and it's got that guy with the mustache.
Jason Skiddatus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
It's an
We're not
emotional.
so far removed from the rest of the world that we
I
don't
wasn't
know.
sure if you've seen that commercial, but that's what it's based off of, and it's a damn good show. Damn good show.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there from the land down under. Yeah, happy Father's Day.
Yep. Happy Father's Day, Mike.
I put out. I didn't know what to say. Okay, I was very tired this morning, and but I wanted to do a post for Father's Day on Facebook. Now, I don't know if I articulated it correctly. I'm not as articulated Chad, but the sentiment hopefully comes through. I put down Happy Father's Day to the dads out there doing their best, to the ones who nail it every day, and to the dads who are struggling but still get it done. This day is for you. And basically what I'm trying to say there is that parenting is not easy. Maybe you're doing it, maybe you're nailing it, or maybe you're struggling, but either way you're doing it, and today is your day.
Yeah.
Whoever called it soccer, I'm unsubscribing. Oh,
Sorry, I was saying it for those who weren't.
Oh, dude.
Thank God I don't have a channel.
please don't.
I need you.
Happy Father's Day to everybody in Australia. Thanks, Dale. Phil, it's Father's Day for you guys in New Zealand, right? I believe New Zealand, Australia, and I don't know, all the other cool countries have Father's Day today. Everyone else, please catch up. Or are we
What the
playing
hell
catch
is-
up? Because you guys had yours earlier, right?
Yeah, we had ours earlier.
Okay. Well, it took a while for it to get here.
Wait, I'm still
It's in the
confused.
post.
What the heck is an Apple TV?
It's like an advanced Atari.
He's been scratching his head a long time.
Well,
Hey,
knowing the way
Space
things work, it's
Commander.
probably on Netflix around the world.
I'll check it out. Space Commander, we should give a shout out to Magnificent Kaboom for your detailed pin and shirt. He came up with these logos.
Nice.
Obviously, he designed them in that fashion. He's very good with his animations.
Redesign.
He redesigned. Yeah. That's what I meant to say. Like, obviously, the
Is that
design
you-
already existed, right? He
are you able to
redesigned
get
them.
Are you able to get that shirt on a specific website, or is it you have to go to Magnificent Kaboom?
Where did you get yours from, Space Commander?
Gotta go to space.
Yeah. You got to earn it. You don't just
Shuttle
get one. You
brought
got
it
to earn it.
Well, Magnificent Kaboom. I saw the logo he did, and Zazel and I were talking about it, and I said how I always thought that on the action figure, the details are so small they couldn't put too much detail in something like a tempograph or something like that. I always thought if it was like blown up to full human size, that the logos would probably be a little more intricate. So when we saw what Magnificent Kaboom had done, it was like, holy cow, this guy's nailed it, So we got talking to him, and he sent over an image file of it, and I just put that on. I think it was TeePublic. It might have been Teespring, but I think it was TeePublic, and they made this one for me.
Oh, nice.
And then for the Space Commander uniform, which I'm not wearing at the moment because it's too damn hot. We actually found a local printer. As you know, my space station is floating just above the UK, and right near where my folks live, there's a little place down there which does t-shirt printing, and they did a shirt that was just right to fit the uniform, the neck, because it's like 3 layers. So the neck fitted just right without showing all the other stuff underneath, and the sleeves were just right. So we got a small local printer to do that one. But this one, my casual uniform, I'm pretty sure that was off Teespring. But the actual image itself I got from Magnificent Kaboom. So get in touch with the guy. I'm sure he'd love a chat and maybe throw him a few shekels.
Yeah.
Earn some money from his
That's
art.
good stuff.
It's a cool logo.
So Woodman29 says, can you explain to everyone how to be a channel member? Well, if anyone does want to be a channel member, the link is here for you to join. You do get special custom stickers and emojis. There might also be, as you're watching this live, there might also be a join button. But if you want to become a member and join us on one of these live streams, this is the best way to do it. Hit that join button. Become a member. Get those custom emojis. And hello, Rolando. But thanks
Hey,
for asking.
Rolando.
Hey,
Gaz is a channel member, and I've obviously named these stickers Yo Joe, Sarge, Clutch, Maggot, and Infantry. Those are the names of them, but you'll see them in the chat for what they actually are. Yeah. But
Hey,
feel free to join us at 29 if you want to be on one of these live. We do it depending on where the weekend sits. We generally do it at the beginning of the month, on the first weekend of the month, or we might do it on the last weekend of the month, depending on where the weekend sits for that period. I've tried to get the calendar to work in my favor, but guess what? It ain't moving for me. It ain't going to budge. And time zones are a thing too. So we try to, because everybody is from all over the world, I'm going to try and accommodate for certain time zones every other one. So some will be earlier, some will be later, far out. Some will be later, just to give everyone a chance to be on one of them.
Ladies!
One day I'll do this in Australia. It'll be dead afternoon, and everyone will be fast asleep, and it'll just be me. Just me on my own,
I'll be there.
eating Tim Tams. And
You in the chat,
oh, thank you.
yourself
be
talking
there.
to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, send myself super stickers. Good ahead, guys. What did you say? Oops, I missed it. Where'd it go? Good ahead, guys. Got to get his Dad's Day started. Cheers. All right, well, have a good Father's Day, mate. Thanks for stopping by.
See you, Brad.
And
See ya.
what's the time in space? That's a good question. How
What's
do
the
they
time in
determine?
space? Well, we operate on UK time because we're in a geosynchronous orbit above East Anglia, which is the area of England where I grew up. So we try and so that everybody doesn't get too out of whack while they're up here. We try and keep it on the same schedule as the UK. So we're in late summertime now, which is why it's so damn hot. But it's just gone midnight. It's gone midnight in England, therefore it is midnight on the space station.
And
knowing is half the battle.
It's weltering hot. It's weltering hot at midnight in space.
You know how easy we've got that because we're making the Earth conditions, so we've got all the heating on, and you know how badly I get, sunburn.
What's the star date?
Star Trek.
Oh wait, Star Trek.
Captain's log.
You need to wait another 250, 300 years before we start getting into star dates.
Can we see your command log?
No. Only the Space Commander gets to see my log.
We'll wait till you make captain.
Logs and beavers.
I didn't realize there'd be so much beaver talk on today's stream, but I appreciate it.
It's a very classy chat.
All right, well, we've hit the 2-hour mark. I'm happy to keep pushing on, but otherwise we can call it a day. Let poor spaceman have a nap. Get some cool.
Catch some winks.
Yeah. Get 40 winks. And thank you to everybody. Do you want to give us a current update on the GoFundMe Space Commander? Because I can't seem to get into it at the moment.
I'll just have to power up the Zoltron. Hold on a minute.
Yeah. The captain's log might be in the captain's bathroom.
That's a different log. We're not talking about that. We're still on 16 donations, so come on.
Nice.
It's the start of a new month, so everybody just got paid. Someone stump up for donation number 17, please. Help me get this man to Joe Fest next year. Let's get Zazel, who brought us all together, to meet his hero. Click on the link, go to the GoFundMe, and just throw a few space credits in this man's general direction.
Credits? We don't accept Republic credits.
Your credits no good.
Republic. Oh man, you know what I say about Star Wars, don't you?
Yeah, they ruined it.
They ruined it.
Yeah. But thanks for everybody that has donated. Anyone that's joined as part of the members or on Patreon, that it's also a member. I believe Hans Chow, you've come from the Patreon membership side, right?
Yes, sir.
And Gaz
Nice.
is one of the channel members. But so there are alternative ways to get onto the Slaughterhouse. Or you can just be a special guest like Scuba Pete. Joe Recondo next week is going to be our special guest. Talking about we're going to do a deeper dive next week on Joe Recondo's, if we can get the time sorted, experience hanging out with the Sarge. And then the whole time I'll just be like, God damn it. I wish I was there. God damn it. That sounds so awesome. Did he talk about me? What did he say about me?
You don't want to know.
Joe, make your own questions because Zazel's just going to be like crying and sobbing the entire time. Go ahead, Joe.
Did he ask about me? Tell me the truth. I can handle it. Space Bucks, okay? Yeah, Space Bucks.
Oh.
Well, I guess I better push on too. It is Father's Day. I should wake my kid up and say, have you got something to say to me?
Wake him up.
Morning! All right, guys, we'll call it there after 2 hours. What a fun day. I'll play the outro. We can hang out backstage for a little bit. And then, All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Gaz. Thanks, Hans Chow. Thanks,
Thank
Space
you.
Commander. Thank you, Joe
Thank you.
Recondo. Link should be in the description or at least in the chat if you want to go find some of these cool guys. Yeah. And thank you to everybody for tuning in. You're dismissed.
Sergeant,